As we have finished the chapter Force and Laws of Motion, in this video I am going to discuss few short extra answer questions of this chapter. The question is, on which factor does friction depends? We all know what is friction. Friction is a force which oppose the motion of a body. More the weight of body, more would be frictional force. For example, on a surface there are two spherical balls. One is of 10 kg and one is of 2 kg. Which one would be easier to roll over? Answer would be which has less weight. So the force of friction is directly proportional to the weight of the body sliding over the surface. The force of friction also depends on nature of surface in contact. So these are the factors on which friction depend. Next reasoning question is, a bullet fired against a glass window pane makes a hole in it and the glass pane is not cracked. But on the other hand, when a stone strikes the same glass pane, it gets smashed. This is very practical thing you have seen in movies also. When a bullet is fired against a glass window, it makes a hole. But if you throw a stone on the glass window, it gets smashed. Why? See, when a bullet strikes the glass pane, the part of glass pane which comes in contact with the bullet immediately shares a large velocity because the speed of bullet is very fast. So the only place of contact share its velocity and bullet makes the hole while the remaining part of glass remains at rest. But when a slow moving stone strikes the same glass pane, the speed is in comparison is very less. The various parts of glass pane gets enough time because time is more. Speed is less, time is more. It gets enough time to share velocity of stone and the glass is smashed. Next is, describe our walking in terms of Newton's third law of motion. Now, what was Newton's third law of motion? Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So when we walk on the ground, our foot push the ground backward, that is action, and the ground pushes our foot forward, that is reaction. Thus the forward reaction exerted by ground on our foot makes us walk forward. So this is describing our walking in terms of Newton's third law of motion. Now this is a very informative question. There are three solids made of aluminium, steel and wood of same shape and same volume. Point to be noted, same shape and same volume. Which of them would have highest inertia? Now how is inertia measured? Inertia is measured by the mass. Out of these three, steel, aluminium and wood, which would of them have highest inertia? Answer to this would be steel. Steel has the highest inertia because as the mass is a measure of inertia, the ball of same shape and size having more mass than other balls will have the highest inertia. This is because while steel have highest mass, because steel has greatest density. Now density is mass by volume. So as steel has greatest density, its mass would be highest. Therefore steel has the highest inertia. Next is, two identical bullets fired from light rifle and other by a heavy rifle with same force. Which rifle will hurt the shoulder more? Now according to conservation momentum, the rifle recoils with same momentum, as momentum is mass into velocity. So light rifle will recoil with larger velocity because mass is less, so velocity would be more, hence will hurt the shoulder more. Now this question is for you. You all have to find answer for it. Water sprinkler used for grass lawns begins to rotate as soon as the water is supplied. Explain the principle on which it works. This question you have to research first and then write down answer in your own words and then you can show me.